Hey, it's Sharon again, and I'm back to share another experience with you guys. If you're new to the channel, I'm a retired police officer. I worked for 20 years for a southeastern city in the US, and I'm sharing some of my policing experiences, some of the negative ones, in hopes of helping other folks in policing or any job that provides a service. And by sharing these experiences, I'm sharing a different perspective, if you will, because sometimes we get into that tunnel vision and we don't look out to the side or look to the left or look to the right and just maybe see things a little bit differently. But I'm here to share an experience. In the last video, I talked about a lieutenant who was coming down on the sergeant, and the sergeant came down on us. I wanted to take that a little bit deeper in perspective. Think about this. The lieutenant, who's coming down on the lieutenant? Most likely captains, chiefs, the chief himself or herself. And who's coming down on the chief? The mayor's office. And who's coming down on the mayor's office? The constituents, right? I noticed that officers behave differently when it came to poor areas and the ritzy areas, if you will. Let me give you an example. In the poor areas, we had zero tolerance. In the ritzy areas, what did we call it? Safety checks. Or in the poor areas, we would have, what do they call it? Sweeps. We'd have sweeps, all kind of sweeps in the poor areas. And then in the ritzy areas, we'd call it canvases. And what I'm getting at are the terms that are being used. Think about it, sweeps, zero tolerance. They invoke a certain emotion or thought or experience. How about this? I've never been hunting, never. But I field dressed, I think that's the term, field dressed an animal before. Plenty of times. I think the first time I ever field dressed an animal was a goat, and I was 10 years old. I was helping my father. I didn't kill the goat, but I helped him prepare the goat so the meat wouldn't go bad. From everything from taking out the internal organs to getting rid of the bile duct that would supposedly spoil the meat, as I learned as I grew older. I field dressed goats, chickens. Can you field dress a chicken? I guess so. Pigs, rabbits, I've done those, but I've never been hunting. Never. I've never had my father and mother put a rifle in my hand and say we're going hunting for food or for sport. But I do know how to field dress. And the reason why I'm saying that is because when you use the word hunt or hunting, it invokes a certain memory, if you will, emotions and experiences. And for me, when you say hunt or hunting, I automatically think about field dressing an animal. If I say that to you, we're going hunting, and I put a rifle in your hand, let's go. For you, your experience might be your very first time hunting, your very first time holding a rifle, your very first time eating a meal from what you hunted, or you could be repulsed by the idea of hunting or the word hunt, but it still invoked memories and experiences, if you will. So I say that because I believed hook, line, and sinker, and you're gonna have to watch the other video for the hook, line, and sinker metaphor. But in my head, I've heard sergeants say in their little, daily get out and get 'em speech, happy hunting. I've seen it in emails, happy hunting, right? And like I told you, it invokes a certain mindset and thought and experiences. And so for me, I bought into it. I bought into it for a long while. In my head, I'm going to go hunt the bad guys. And so if I'm going to go hunt the bad guys, I got to go to where the bad guys are. And where are the bad guys? Because I only have 8 hours. And mind you, my sergeant is coming down on me. So where am I going to go? To the poor areas. Why the poor areas? Because there are more victimless crimes there. Like I mentioned, the drinking in public. I can arrest for that. Not walking on the sidewalk. I can arrest for that. In the ritzy areas, not so much. But that's a whole nother video. But like I said, what I saw was officers behaving differently. And that's one of the experiences that I've had because I was a part of it. And then I slowly started to step back and look at it from a different perspective, meaning I could have been walking in the street in my neighborhood and an officer come by, there's a sidewalk and I need your ID. Or the sweeps come up to a roadblock. It's a safety check on the other side of town. They used to call them roadblocks. I don't know what they call them now. I'm just providing you a different perspective because I want to get the bad guy too. So who's coming down on me and pressuring me within the 8 hours that I have to work? I got to go get these bodies because my sergeant is coming down on me and he might change my day off where I make more money than my regular shift. And I don't want that to happen. Do you see the problem with that? Do you see how it can breed corruption and accountability is diminished? But yeah, I just wanted to give you something to think about and provide a different perspective. Okay? Don't forget to hit subscribe. Tell me what you think about the video. Put a comment at the bottom. And always remember, you don't necessarily have to go through a thing to learn from it. All right, you guys? Talk to you later. Oh, and take a look at our online store. The link is in the description, okay? Bye-bye.